This is Bahr with HomeSmart Real Estate, and today I have Travis Schmidt with me from Fairway Mortgage, and I wanted to talk about FICO scores and what is the minimum FICO score that you need to even be able to buy a home. I know that's kind of a loaded question, but let's talk about that.
No, good. Again, you're coming with great questions today, so I love that. When it comes to FICO scores, I mean, technically guidelines say you can get into a home with at least a 580 score, but just because you got a 580 doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna get approved, and this is where it gets a little difficult. Everything, once you drop below, 640 is gonna be a little bit more difficult. Once you drop below 620, a little bit more difficult, and then obviously under 600, the most difficult. So again, very important. Call your lender, get pre-approved. Even if you think the deal works, don't necessarily assume. Take the time, make the call, make sure the deal works.
So what if somebody finds out that they have too low of credit score? Are you able to help them or determine how they can get that score up?
Absolutely. I know, a lot of lenders, may not take the same steps that I do, and if the credit's not in a certain spot, they may not call you back. That's not how we work. You're always going to get a call back from me letting you know what options are available or what you need to do so options are available. And if we have to go through and do some steps to get the credit up, we have what's called a credit tool here at Fairway, which is a group of people that will go through your credit report and help you get those things up. So it's not really a question of if you can buy, it's really when, if you're going to take the steps.
And one of the other important things that I know you talk to potential buyers and myself too, but when you are looking to buy a home, there are certain things not to do. And what are some of those things?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. When people get under contract to buy a home, they just want to start buying a whole bunch of other stuff. You want to buy new cars for the new house, new couches, furniture. That's a big no-no. You should not be doing those types of things. The reason being is, we're basing your qualification off of a debt-to-income ratio, right? So if you go out there and you're acquiring additional debt, now that ratio has changed. So does the approval still stick? So it's important not to be financing anything new. Try not to be pulling your credit. Keep credit card balance and all that stuff around the same, because we want to make sure at the end of this transaction, the debt ratio is the same, and I'm still issuing an approval at the end of the day. So just got to kind of put everything on hold until we close. After that, go crazy, buy whatever you want.
One final thing, sometimes I have buyers that contact me, maybe they've already talked to a lender and they're not comfortable and they want to talk to you, but they're concerned because what is going to happen if now you pull their credit? Is that going to affect their credit?
Well, inquiries have a very minimal effect on your credit score. Now, I don't want to say that they don't have any impact. It really depends on how many inquiries you have.
Okay.
A lot of times, depending on the length of time before the first lender pulled and I pulled, there's a good chance I'm going to pull the same report. But mortgage inquiries are minimal. It really isn't until you actually obtain the new debt that inquiry is for is when you take the hit. So again, don't let the inquiry hold you up. Again, call your lender, start early, let them pull your credit.
Right.
Again, it's as important. Like if you're gonna go out there and take the time to get under contract on a home, we want to make sure that we're gonna close the deal at the end of the day. And it's important that these things are taken care of in the beginning.
Okay, well thank you, Travis.
You're welcome.